Northwest Corner, and welcome to my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be doing a Mexican dish. It's a little concoction that I'm going to throw together. It's kind of a play on Frito pie. It takes a pound of ground beef. Obviously, you know, if you want to make this and you want to make it for more, you're going to use more ground beef. We're just using a pound because it's just my husband and I. You're going to need a package of, I'm using cheesy taco seasoning. You can use any taco seasoning that you want, whatever you prefer. Remember, your kitchen, your rules. We're going to put some corn chips in it, some refried beans, cheese. I got two different kinds of cheese. I'm going to shred some, and then I've got like a melty dippy cheese and tomatoes. The guacamole obviously is for me because my husband, he's not a guacamole fan. So I've got the hamburger on the stove. It's just, like I said, a pound of it. We're just going to cook it up like you normally would with, if you know, for tacos or whatever. Let me get my little cheese grater going here. We're going to grate this. I'm going to use the whole thing. I'm going to grate the whole thing. No guarantees that I'm going to use it all, because I do have the like cheese dip stuff as well. You can use cheese with jalapenos in it, whatever you want. If you like it spicy, I'm not going to do it too spicy tonight. I'm just going to grate this cheese up while we wait on that hamburger. I love this little cheese grater. It's very, very convenient. And I grate most of our own cheese. I don't buy bagged cheese very often. I mean, if I do, it's more of a, oh gosh, I don't have time to do whatever I'm doing and I need it. So I buy a lot of cheese from like Sam's, and I'll freeze it even. Cheese freezes really well. And then I'll grate it up when I'm ready for it. If I do a whole bunch, I use my food processor. So I just grate it up. It's raining out again today. We had a little bit of sun, so, but you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers, right? We better have a lot of flowers. So, all right, we got our cheese grated up. Struggling tonight with things. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the weather or what. So he's going to be helping by grabbing some things out of my way. My daughter-in-law, I had her do up a little sign there. It says, "Welcome to the Northwest Corner." It's kind of cute, isn't it? And then on the other side, your kitchen, your rules. Pretty awesome, huh? I have one of the best daughter-in-laws around. And she knows it. I'm going to stir this burger around, kind of break it up so it gets kind of done. Now I'm going to take and put everything in a casserole dish and put it in the oven to kind of like melt everything together, and just, it won't be for long. I'll probably do like maybe 15 minutes or something to melt the cheese and get it all yummy. So had a busy day today. I had to go grocery shopping. It's supposed to rain this weekend, so I'm not looking forward to that. So I think tomorrow I am staying home and just gonna take it easy. So got all the running around done today. All right, we'll let that cook a little bit longer, and while that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and open my refried beans. I've already cleaned the top of the can. Now on the refried beans, I don't know if other people do this or not, but when I open them and I put them in a bowl, I always get a little bit of warm water so I can thin them down, because they're really thick. They're just thick. And I like my refried beans creamy. So I just get a little bit of water, See how much I'm struggling with this can? Good Lord. Come on out of there. Good gracious. These beans don't want to come out. There we go. All right, I got it. And I'm just going to get a little bit of water in them because I want to cream them up. I'm not going to use all this water because I can use some of this water in the taco meat. I just like my refried beans to be very creamy. And I have watered them down for years. So, you ever go to Taco Bell or something and you order like their Nacho Grande and the beans have been sitting for a while and they're all dry and crumbly? Yeah. Definitely a no bueno for me. I just make them like really creamy and I throw them out everywhere. You see that? I am a mess today, I swear. Dropping everything, and see how creamy they are? I like them like this. I don't like them that dry, nasty. So, all right. I'll dry my hands here. I'm gonna go over and check our meat real quick. And I have it on about medium. It's not very high. Because I figure while this is cooking, I get everything else done. And when the meat's done, then I can just assemble. This is Wagyu burger. I usually get this from Aldi. And I really like the taste of this meat. I like their grass-fed organic as well. I'm going to date myself, but you know, when I was a kid, ground beef I think tasted a lot different than it does nowadays. And back in the day, I don't know if anybody ever remembers this, but you know, your mom would be making a meatloaf or something and you'd go and eat a little bit of the raw hamburger. I know it sounds gross, but I remember doing that as a kid. It's crazy. You don't dare do that nowadays. Too many things in this stuff. That's why I try to do more organic. I go to that little farmer's market type thing down the road, Black Label, and I buy a lot of my meat there. Only because I know what I'm getting. I'm getting a quality meat, so I've not had any bad luck at all with Black Label's meat. Their meat is great. And I've not had any issues with Aldi's meat either, so. Okay, we're gonna let that cook. Towel, wipe that off. And we're gonna cut the tomatoes up. I've already washed them. While we're doing that, I'll just set that over there. Put this away. And I've got 3 Romas and then 1 on the vine. Any tomatoes are fine. I know some people are like set on, oh, I'm gonna have Roma tomatoes with my Mexican. To me, a tomato is a tomato. I grew all kinds in my garden last year and used all kinds for my sauces and to eat. And to me, a tomato is a tomato. I grew up with all kinds of tomatoes. We had a great big garden when we were kids. So, and we'd always be so anxious for the tomatoes, the first ones to, you know, get ripe in the garden. We'd carry the salt shaker out there and eat them right off the plant. They were still warm from the sun. Oh, it's so good. Things we used to do as kids. Don't dare do a lot of that stuff now. And I love tomatoes. My husband was not a big tomato fan when we were first married. This has been a long time ago. He would never eat any other vegetable other than corn and lima beans. No broccoli, no asparagus, no peas, no green beans, tomatoes, nothing. And in 2011, that's what it was, he had to have open heart surgery. And he's kind of changed. I mean, now he'll eat asparagus, he eats broccoli, he eats almost every vegetable. The only ones he doesn't really care for is cabbage and Brussels sprouts. He really does not like either one of those. But he eats everything else. Squash, zucchini. So I'm very proud of him for that. It took a lot because he was always set in his ways. I'm not eating anything other than corn or lima beans. And I love vegetables. Is it done?
It's close.
Yeah, you can go ahead and shut it off. It's probably done. And just let it sit there and then I'll drain the grease out of it. So he's really changed his tune. And he'll eat tomatoes now. And I had to have cherry tomatoes last year just for him. And of course, I only had 3 cherry tomato plants because I had some rabbits get in there and they got a couple of them. But if anybody knows cherry tomatoes, you don't need very many plants to get a ton of cherry tomatoes. We had them coming out our ears.
Yeah, we did.
He'd go out and pick them, bring them in. Just about every day. We had so many cherry tomatoes.
I can't wait to do that again.
I know. I'm excited about our garden. Do any of you guys plant gardens? I think it's very peaceful to be out there and just working in the garden. Nerve-wracking though, like when you get a windstorm or rainstorm or whatever. All my corn got knocked down last year. Thank goodness it was still in its early stage. It'd come right back up, but I was so worried it wasn't gonna knock every bit of it down. It was
laying on its side.
It was laying on its side.
And it popped back up.
Yeah, I was distraught over that. It was like my corn.
Yeah, it looked pretty pitiful.
It did. And it really, I mean, it knocked my tomatoes down. And
I think this shows you how resilient some of that stuff is. It just comes right back to life.
Yep. And if you do have a garden, where do you guys buy your seeds? Do you guys just buy the little packages that, like the store sells? Do you order them from maybe Burpees or Gurney's, or got some other place you order them from? I'm just kind of interested. My dad used to always do Gurney's, and if it wasn't Gurney's, there used to be a local nursery not far from our house, and we would always go there in the spring and we'd pick up our seeds. But that nursery is no longer in business, so. But he'd always get a lot of his corn from Gurney's. So I'm going to, thank you. I'm going to Rural King, which is a little, I guess a farm store, what you want to call it. I guess, is that what you want to call it? Is like a farm store, Jamie?
Yeah, it's just a farm and country store, that's all it is.
So, my son said that they sell corn there. And I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm just going to go there and get my corn this year. Now, last year we did Gurney's and it was great corn. We had great luck with it. It was good corn. But I did buy some heirloom corn. And it was the worst corn. That heirloom corn was the worst corn I have ever in my life grown. So I think and my son says that Rural King's corn is really good. He's bought that one as well. So I think I'm gonna try my hand at that corn. Now, my other seeds, bought a big, huge package from a nursery. It had various different kinds. I used some of the seeds last year, and I had great luck with those. So I'm pretty confident that I'll have decent luck with, what else I'm going to plant. And then I also, at the end of the season, this just tells you how cheap I am. At the end of the season, I always go to the store, and when they're marked down, I buy a whole bunch. I just leave them for the next year. I mean, why not, right? Things are too expensive. I mean, just crazy expensive. So I'm gonna save a buck wherever I can save a buck. So I'm gonna use one package. Like I said, this is cheesy taco. Just a little bit of water. Mix it all up. Now, I've not done like this Frito pie casserole type thing. I'm just gonna kind of throw things together. I debated whether I wanted black beans or refried beans. Jimmy wants refried beans, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do refried beans. And I was gonna put some corn in it, but I thought, no, that's more Southwest. And I'm gonna do, but your casserole, whatever you guys want. It's your kitchen, your rules. I'm gonna put this together like this for us. If you guys make this and you wanna try black beans and corn, do it. Let me know how it turns out, I love black beans and corn though in my like taco soup, and even when I make stuffed burritos and stuff like that. All right, this looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my casserole dish, and I'm gonna start assembling. Now again, this is just up here. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I think I'm gonna put down a layer of refried beans. Just kind of put it on the bottom of the pan. I might regret the refried beans tonight when we go to bed.
That's not nice.
Well, I'm not fibbing. Today is my grandpuppy's birthday, Jax. So I'm gonna wish him a happy birthday. This would be Friday the 4th, and he turns 7 today. And Sis made me, she goes, you have to bring Huckers, that's our dog's name, Huck, over so him and Jax can have a pup cup together so they can celebrate his birthday. And first thing she got up this morning, and that's the thing she said, Mom, we cannot celebrate Jax's birthday until Mimi's here with Huckers and a pup cup. So I had to bring Huck, and we had pup cups.
A pup cup is
it's an ice cream cup
for dogs. For
dogs, yeah. You can buy them at Walmart. Aldi sells them too, and our dog actually really likes the ones from Aldi's. So, and they're a little bit cheaper. So if you got dogs and you give them ice cream, check them out at Aldi's. Seriously, it's, I mean, same stuff. They have a little. I think he likes the cheese and bacon one better from Aldi's than he does from Walmart. So. I'm gonna put some meat down.
He doesn't stick his nose up in any of them, but he seems to like that one.
Yeah. So, happy birthday, Jax.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jax.
I should have used a smaller dish maybe, but oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
Just you and I.
Just you and I. Just you and I. And I'm going to put a layer of corn chips in the center. Okay. I'm going to put black beans on it. Are you okay if I put tomatoes in it?
Yeah.
Right now, or you want them on top?
It doesn't matter to me.
We'll do some in it, and then we'll... So, again, you guys assemble yours. You can do it however you want. Your kitchen, your rules. I am a tomato person. I love tomatoes. Love, love, love tomatoes. So, the more tomatoes, the better.
I like them a little light myself, but I'll eat them.
And we're just going to sprinkle some more of these lovely refried beans. Now, I didn't warm the refried beans up, so that's why I'm going to put it in the oven. Plus, I want to melt the cheese. Again, this is just a come to my mind. This is what I'm doing.
Sometimes them's the best meals.
Mm-hmm. Do any of you guys do that? Just think of something and like, man, I think that'll work. Let's do it. My kids loved that I did that. We always called them concoctions, and then I would make up a name for them. So, I mean, you know, we've got chicken pick-a-bone and I don't know, like fat butt stuff, and I mean,
yes.
Well, it's what we call it,
That's
you know.
right, yeah, that's true. That's what we call it. It's just a big old pan of sugar.
Yep. And even my nieces and nephews and my sisters and my brother and they all know it is fat butt stuff, and I've always called it that. Now, Aunt Christy, you gonna bring fat butt stuff to this holiday? You gonna bring it? You know, you got to make fat butt stuff.
You'll have to.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I was telling Jamie too last night. I said, you know, I can make that for us, and you can have some. I said, because they make sugar-free brownies now. So, he's in luck. Now I'm gonna put the rest of the meat on here. It was just 1 can of refried beans with some water to make them creamy. A pound of ground beef. Package of taco seasoning. Shredded cheese. Frito chips. I use the Aldi brand. Clancy's. Because again, I'm cheap. And I have been frugal for a long, long, long time.
That is true.
So, I'm going to do another layer of this cheese. Just a little bit, because I'm going to put some more on top. But, I'm going to do this. And then, some tomatoes. I like tomatoes. Sorry, Jamie. I'm a tomato fan. You know that. And then I'm going to use the cheese dip. Maybe. Ugh.
Good job.
And it's nice and hard and yucky. Because it's cold. That's right. I'm going to work with it anyway.
Stick it in the microwave for...
I ain't going to put it in the microwave. I don't want to. Remember, my kitchen, my rules.
That's right. This is what that sign says there.
Yep, your kitchen, your rules. And I'm just going to plop some on it in different spots. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but God gave me 2 hands just for this reason. So... my tummy is rumbling. I'm very hungry. We had an early lunch, so. And again, your kitchen, your rules. How much cheese you want to put on it, go ahead. You want to use a different kind of cheese? Absolutely. Share your ideas, though. Seriously. I mean, maybe I'll try them. Might be good. I don't know.
Might come up with something you never thought of.
Yep. Might. Pepper jack cheese. Maybe somebody wants to put pepper jack cheese in it. Now, if that was Zach, he would put pepper jack cheese in it.
Yeah, he would.
He would.
I've never been a big pepper jack cheese fan.
I'm not either. But, I mean, I don't mind, like, jalapeno and stuff. Just not a lot.
You gonna use the whole jar, are you?
Nope. I am not. We won't be able to, you know, go potty for a week.
Okay.
There. That'll work for that. Now, I have the cheese off my finger. I'm going to put some more Fritos on. And I know everybody makes their Frito pies different. In Texas, all they do is it's canned chili and Frito chips and cheese. That's it. Up here, people put meat in it. I mean, it's just totally different. We call what they make down there Frito pies, we call them walking tacos up here. And I never knew what a walking taco was until my kids got in school and they had them. It's like, what the heck is a walking taco? Oh, it's just Doritos or Fritos and meat and cheese. So, all right. Now, I'm going to wait to put the rest of the shredded cheese on because I don't want it to burn. So I'm going to put this in the oven for 10 minutes to get it nice and warmed through the cheese melty inside of it. And then I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to put this cheese on it, and then we're going to pop it back in the oven just to kind of get the cheese melted on top. So I'm going to pop it in the oven for 10 minutes, and then we'll bring you right back. All right, welcome back. So I put this in there. I started it on like 10 minutes, but it actually was about 8, and the Fritos on top are getting kind of toasty. So I'll pull it out, sprinkle this cheese on it. Gotta have lots of cheese, right? Cheesier the better. Okay. I'll pop it back in the oven just for a minute or so to get the cheese melted. I shut the oven off because it'll have enough residual heat to make it melt. So if you guys could like and subscribe to our channel, that'd be wonderful. We're still looking for subscribers.
We're still looking for comments too. We don't get very many.
Yeah, we'd like to get some comments. If you guys have any, suggestions, what you'd like to see, I'm willing to try just about anything. So. Just no octopus. That's a hard pass. So, but I'm willing to try just about anything. So leave us a couple comments. Tell us where you're from. That would be, starters. I mean, I'm from Northwest Ohio. I'm right on the border of Michigan and Indiana. I mean, you can about 10 minutes either way, and you can either be in Michigan or you can be in Indiana. So, we just a Mimi and a Pop that are empty nesters and just trying to pass the time away. And I love to cook, and I thought, well, let's do something. And then my kids will also have a record of it, my grandkids and anybody else out there that wants to learn and, kind of do things old school. I learned a lot from my mom. I've been cooking for a long time, probably since I was about 10. I remember the very first time I made homemade cinnamon rolls. I did it all by myself, did everything, the dough, and rolled it, and everybody loved them. And I remember I was only 10, And my granny and my grandpa come over, and they liked them too. My grandma's like, you're gonna have to give me that recipe. So that's my passion. I love to cook. I love trying new things. I love just making up things. That's my love language for everybody, though. I like to see people happy when they eat my food. And if they're happy, I'm very happy. So that's just me. So if you want, leave us a couple comments. We would love to hear from you guys. Tell us where you're from, if you got a big family, a small family, what you'd like to see, what you wouldn't like to see. I'm up for it. So I think,
are we missing anything? Are we doing something wrong?
Yeah. Give us some comments about, do we need to change something, or, hopefully our quality of video is getting better. I know our volume, I'm trying to talk up more. Our microphones haven't come in yet. I'm trying to get those. I'm adding little things. We've got a sign and shirts, and we're working on it. So if there's something you guys want to see, any ideas, please let us know. So we're up for it. Pull this out. It's nice and melty. Come over here and take a look at that, cameraman. Tell me what you think. It looks delicious.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's gonna be good. As long as it's not too hot.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be warm.
Ooh.
So, all right. I'm gonna let this cool just for a few minutes. So we're gonna take a break, and we'll bring you back when we get ready to do our taste test. All right, welcome back. Served us up a helping. Official taste tester is gonna come in. He eats his plain. I put extra tomatoes, guacamole, and sour cream on mine.
Not a fan of any of that.
Tomatoes,
Yeah, tomatoes.
but on the light side.
It's a win.
That's good. Really easy too.
Yeah.
So just a pound of ground beef, packaged taco seasoning, can of refined beans, tomatoes, shredded cheese, liquid, cheese sauce or whatever you want to call it, tomatoes, just layer it in your dish, bake it, put cheese on top, get it warm and cheesy, you got dinner. It's good. It really is good.
It's good.
It's really good. So if you could, like and subscribe, like this video, hit the bell to be notified of new videos, give us a thumbs up, and y'all have a good night. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.